First Alert Forecast with meteorologist Joseph Eng.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. We're taking a look at your forecast as we finish out the work week here with some quieter conditions, but still very damp ones to start off our Friday. Still relatively calm outside most of our sky cams this morning as a few sprinkles finish winding down. Current temperatures did manage to drop a little bit with the rainfall as well last night, down to the low 60s and upper 50s this morning. As that breeze strengthens in the next couple hours, you might see it drop just a little bit further as we push past sunrise, but for now it's about as cool as it's getting to start the day, and that would be trying to pop up some patchy fog, especially behind all of that rainfall, but having more of a breeze and a shifting one at that looks like it's going to keep any formation to a minimum, so you really shouldn't be seeing major concerns here out on your morning commute, and that's always good news for our drivers out there. Now, as for satellite and radar itself, the main band of rain and any storms has moved further off to the east. We're not really seeing that anymore, but there is still some lingering scattered showers and mostly sprinkles still drifting over the area, especially if you're further off to the east and south. So you may still want to keep some rain gear handy for a little while this morning while that finishes pulling out of our viewing area. But otherwise, it looks like it's mostly cloud cover, and a few bands of that are going to remain present through sunrise here. But in general, it looks like we'll have a quieter day ahead as the breeze continues to shift, and we'll eventually get some more sunshine working its way in to replace that cloud cover. The breeze is already moving a little bit more this morning, but the stronger shift will happen in a couple hours, moving from just slightly out of the southwest to more westerly and northwesterly, especially by the time we get into this afternoon. But already by lunchtime, you'll be seeing gusts around 20 to 25 miles per hour that will carry into the back half of the day. So it is going to be a little bit breezy out there with a slightly more northern influence, though. That's really going to help start to dry out those local humidity levels, even with that rain starting to evaporate. And a mix of sunshine will help too. If you take a look at Futurecast, it's still going to be a little cloudy for this morning, but it works out pretty quickly for those more northern parishes. Areas further off to the southeast, while still experiencing a few more sprinkles this morning, may also hang on to cloud cover a bit longer during the day. And while you will still have some extra shade down there for parts of Cameron and Jeff Davis as well, it looks like patches of sunshine will be pretty frequent too, so you'll be right in line with everybody else, pushing the middle to upper 60s for today's highs. You might even reach 70 degrees in a few spots, but again, with humidity levels dropping, that should be a pretty pleasant 70, especially with a breeze to keep your air moving. So overall, it's a beautiful day to get out and enjoy the outdoors. Once things begin to dry out a little bit, the ground could still be a little soggy for now. Now, with that breeze sticking with us, it does look a little cooler heading into this evening, so you might want a sweater if you're out late. Looks like we'll be dipping back down to the mid to lower 40s briefly overnight into Saturday morning. And while that's a chilly start, it certainly doesn't look like it's overall chilly for this weekend. As a matter of fact, great conditions are going to stick around as high pressure moves in to keep rain chances very, very low. The breeze is going to get quieter too. You might have some lingering bits of shade occasionally throughout Saturday, but overall it looks like a sunny weekend with maybe just a little bit of a southerly breeze trying to pick up like by Sunday, but nothing like what we saw over the past couple of days that brought us excessive humidity out ahead of that front, though temperatures will eventually begin to warm. Looks like for at least the next couple mornings is going to stay in a very seasonable range in the mid 40s, but does begin to rise as we get further into February and the start of next week. A good bit back above average as well, so we'll take the cooler spell while we have it. That said, the afternoon highs aren't really moving by very much. Those are still above average, but it absolutely looks like a wonderful time for Saturday and Sunday in particular. So if you've got a chance, get out, enjoy the outdoors once things start to dry out a little bit with that sunshine. And next week does look a little more on the warm and muggy side. Longer term, looks like we could see some rain chances slowly working their way back in by the end of next week, but no major cool downs in sight.
I wonder how soon it'll be before we start seeing blooms on trees, you know, and a little early.
Trees around here getting confused past couple weeks.
They really have.